All right, welcome to episode number 2 of English Idioms with Teacher Tiffany. All right, today you are going to learn 3 new English idioms. So let's jump right in. Let's go back to my screen and look at the first idiom. The first idiom is be one's best bet. One more time, be one's best bet. And this means the most likely action to bring success is always somebody's best bet. So let's look at the first example. Here we go. At this hour, taking the highway is your best bet if you want to get there on time. So again, we use this expression a lot. We use this idiom a lot when we're speaking in English, okay? Because this idiom is the best way of explaining an advantage. If you do this, this is going to have the best results, okay? So doing this will give you the best advantage in this situation. So the examples that it said taking the highway is the best bet or the best choice or will have the best advantage, okay? All right, let's go back and look at the second example. Here we go. This is the best bet for your team. Once again, this person is advising someone that this choice or this selection will have the best advantage or the biggest advantage for your team or for their team, okay? All right, and the final example for this idiom is your best bet is to leave the car here and then take the train. So once again, in this example, your best bet can be replaced with your best option, your best choice, or your best selection, okay? The selection or option or choice with the best advantage, okay? So again, try to use this idiom at least one time today because it's very useful, okay? Let's move on to number 2. Here we go. The next one is bare your soul. Once again, bare or expose your soul. This means an act of revealing your innermost feelings and intentions to someone, okay? So I want you to think about something. Normally, we only express our true emotions or thoughts with people or to people that we care about or trust. So our innermost thoughts or our innermost feelings are only shown or exposed or revealed to people we trust. In other words, we only bare our soul to people we trust. So let's go back and look at the first example. The first example is she started to bare her soul to her boss. So again, in this situation, this woman is about to reveal or to tell her innermost feelings and thoughts to her boss. Okay? All right. Now, number 2, here we go. The second one is no parent is going to bare their soul to their young child. So again, like I said, bearing your soul means to reveal your innermost thoughts and your innermost feelings. So if you have a young child, they're not mentally ready or prepared to understand your deepest thoughts or feelings. So you would not bare your soul to a young child, okay? And finally, our last example is, I bore my soul to my boyfriend last night and he listened well, okay? So again, I told my boyfriend my innermost thoughts, my innermost feelings, and he listened well. I exposed myself and he listened well, okay? So again, a very useful idiom. Okay, let's move on to our third idiom for today. Our third idiom is back on your feet. Once again, back on your feet. This means when you are healthy again after being sick, well or successful again after having problems, okay? So again, we normally use this idiom in 2 different situations. The first situation is when we have been sick for a long time physically, and then we are getting better, or we've gotten better, okay? The second example when we use this, or the second situation, is when there's something going on, usually at a business, okay? And maybe there was some financial problems, and now those problems are over. Now we're getting better in our spending of money, okay? We're improving. So again, usually business situations or finance, and also when you are sick physically, okay? So again, back on your feet. So let's go to the first example. The first example is Michael is hoping that he will be back on his feet by next week. So in this example, Michael could either have been sick for a long time or financially struggling, okay? So again, we use this back on my feet or back on your feet, okay? And next we have the new business plan will help us get back on our feet. So once again, there's a company and the company is struggling financially, but now they have a new business plan. And this business plan is going to help build them up or improve their business or their finances. Okay. All right. And let's look at the last example. The last example says, was he able to get back on his feet after the problem? So again, you are aware of the fact that this person had an issue, whether it be financial or even physically, they were sick. And you want to know if they're better, if they've gotten through the problem, if they've gotten better and are feeling better and not sick anymore. You can ask, are they back on their feet? Okay. All right. So we learned 3 new idioms today, and I want you to try to use them at least one time today or even this week. Remember, the more you practice, the easier it will become to use these in daily conversation. All right. I'll talk to you guys in the next episode.